Oh, Jace.
Clara,
Yes.
you know, let's do rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins, that side goes first.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh.
Okay, I won.
Echo
Echo will
first.
go first. All right. Here we go now. Here we go, Orcas. What you got?
Boys, this is a simple one. Echo is by far one of the greatest. And how do we know they've got the youngest players? They have an M2 World Championship
Grand
jungler to
Final
lead them. The next
Mobile Legends,
generation
guys.
of Filipino
M4
mobile legends is
Black
here.
vs
Tell 'em, Leo.
Echo.
That's right. This world.
Sama-sama dari Filipina guys.
Wait, that's not what Orca say, right?
Siapa yang jadi juara nih guys?
What noise does the Orcas make? What do they make?
Yang menang
Is that
adalah
how Orca sound?
Is that how? No, Orca's like
final ini guys, semuanya guys.
Oh,
Probably,
and
Yang finalnya guys,
they,
sampai
they
guys.
bloop, bloop, and they go. All right, James, what you gotta say?
To be honest, you have one MVP. We have the whole team that won M3, and they're gonna do it again. No,
Hell
because
yeah.
we have the best duo in the world, right, guys?
hell yeah!
Blacklist.
We got a V-Wise on the Blacklist International, right?
Siapa
That's
ini
right.
guys?
Best
Siapa
duo
dukung
on
kalian
the
guys?
world.
Oh, okay. Way to
Wow,
go.
strong statement.
We got the best duo. What you got?
Hey man, you got a duo. You got Oheb, sure. You can carry usually through Oheb, Haji, but we can carry through Sanji,
Antara
Sanford,
Black
Yaoi,
dan Echo.
Benny, and guess what? Carl's easy, best in the world.
Wow, five of them.
Okay.
Yo, we have super AI, okay?
I said James.
Blacklist is all about the playstyle. It's all about the discipline. It's all about everything that Echo does not have. Alright?
Discipline. Wow.
Okay,
Love
I
want to say something.
Blacklist has everything. Come on. We got V-Wise, we got Oheb, we got Haji, the KDA machine, right?
Yes.
We got a number. Oh,
They got the
because the
numbers.
Blacklist is number one.
Oh, they got the numbers. Number one, LaFell. LaFell, what you gotta say to that?
Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm here because I'm upset.
Oh, why are you upset?
Oh,
Why?
Blacklist. Because I want to buy their jacket. It's sold out.
That's why I went there.
I got the last jacket. I got the last
Our
one.
loyalty can be bought. So it's like, you guys can hook us up and, we can trade places. Is that right?
Hey,
That's right. That's right. That's
Hey,
right.
Lafel.
Loyalty
Hey,
can be
Lafel.
bought.
What a reason.
Hey, LaFell, how about a jacket and a jersey and track pants and some shorts? Some merch from Blacklist. Will you come over here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's do
Do we
it.
have a jacket for them?
Where's Alodia?
Are you moving?
Whoa.
Are we giving him a jacket?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Have you seen their varsities, bro?
Uh-oh. Lovell?
LaFell.
You want to change
what's
your
going
heart?
on?
Okay. Since we're on the side of Echo, no. Echo loud, Echo brown.
Oh,
You
we
got
thought we could buy him
rejected.
over. We thought we could buy him over.
Yeah, but we know, we don't have to buy him over though, because we know that
Yeah.
Blacklist International, they're the trendsetters. They set the meta and everybody just follows. And if you've been looking at the past matches that we saw from Blacklist International and Echo, and even other teams, like they're just really following Blacklist International. They haven't broken the code.
Oh, okay. Leo, how are we gonna break the code?
It's very simple, isn't it, Leo?
Oh, they're discussing right now.
Discussing. Come on,
They're
come on.
discussing.
You guys just hold on. Okay, we need Leo to hype up a little bit. This
have-
is just gonna be short and sweet, just like this best of 7.
Yeah, we.
You ready for this, Leo? All right. Echo is gonna need the help of Limang Echo fans all around the world. Limang Echo fans, so that they can eventually become best in the world. Best in the world.
Okay. All right, Clara. We gotta salve this with a cheer battle. All right? Okay. Let's hear it from that side.
Gonna start, ladies and gentlemen. I say Blacklist, you say break the code. Blacklist, break the code. Blacklist, break the code. Blacklist, break the code.
Wow, for Blacklist.
Okay, Jace, you gotta save that voice for later.
Now 7.
Let's hear it from the Orcas.
Come on, we can do better. Boys, we can do better.
Okay. Echo loud, Echo brown. Everyone, ready? Echo loud!
Echo Brown!
Echo loud!
Echo Brown!
Echo loud!
Echo Brown!
There you go.
That's amazing.
Okay, this debate is getting me really excited for what's coming up, Clara. But we also have exciting news for what's happening with Mobile Legends Bang Bang this 2023. Let's watch this.
2022 was a fruitful year for Mobile Legends Bang Bang Esports. Now, let's take a quick look at what more can you expect this year. After kickstarting the year with M4, we have the second MLBB Women's Invitational, or MWI, 2023 in February. The MPL season and official tournaments will commence from February to May, including NACT and a new tournament in Turkey. Next, we have the SEA Games 2023 in Cambodia and MSC 2023 happening back-to-back. In July, we also have the first ever Snapdragon Pro Series LBB Challenge organized by ESL, as well as the World Cyber Games, or WCG 2023. As the second half of the year starts, so does the second half of the MPL and official tournaments, leading up to MPL Invitational in November. Finally, we will end the year, of course, with M5 in the Philippines. 2023 is going to be a big year for the MLBB esports ecosystem. None of this would be possible without our amazing fans and incredible community. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
M5 Philippines, guys.
We break the news, and MSC will be in Cambodia, and M5 will be in Philippines, Mara.
Philippines!
That's amazing.
It's only fitting that the next World Championship will be held in the strongest land of all, with the strongest players. Philippines, Pinas lang, malakas. Now, before we proceed, we'd like to call on stage the president of the Philippine Olympic Committee, Mr. Abraham Bambol Tolentino.
Please join us. Hello.
Hi,
Hello, welcome.
thank you. Thank you very much, Jakarta. Thank you very much, Munton, for this 2022 M4 Mobile Legends Bang Bang Championship. We're so excited. Who will be the winner? Go or Blacklist? But definitely, it will be from the Philippines. Thank you very much. And more excited that the next M5 will be in the Philippines. We're very excited to give you the best hospitality of the Filipino. So see you guys, M5 in Philippines. Thank you very much, Jakarta. Thank you very much, Munto.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tolentino, the president of the Philippine Olympic Committee. This is going to be very exciting. And regardless what happens today, Philippines will come out as the winner. It's now time to find out who is the strongest amongst all the regions, the best team, the fiercest. Let us now start the Mobile Legends Bang Bang M4 World Championship. Dare to be great!
And now Jimmy Crystal works on. Echo takes the game against RR2.
The reigning champions. The relentless agents from the Philippines marched through the M4 World Championships with sheer dominance, taking down opposing foes one at a time, and claimed a spot in the grand finals.
Haji's gonna fight him as well. Haji takes him down. And Flags International is the first Filipino team to confirm a grand finals spot. Now, looking in the room, looking inside the
Echo, the fierce challenger, with a burning desire to claim victory and
make history. The Orcas have swam their way through adversity and proved to be a worthy contender. Behind the leadership of Carl Cheesy, the M2 Finals MVP, Echo is ready to stand loud and proud on the stage.
Sa mga kalaban namin bukas sa akin. Sobrang gusto ko manalo bukas para sa akin at para sa kakampi ko.
Gagawin po namin ang lahat para sa trophy na to dahil ito po yung magdala namin na magsimula pa. At hindi po kami titigil kasi one series na rin ang trophy.
Are you ready for the grand finals? M4.
Warriors across the universe would gather, and they tried their best to reach the sky and ignite the stars. But ultimately, there can only be one victor each year. And one, the first ever world champions, EVOS Legends. And two, the meteoric eyes of Red Esports. And M3, Blacklist International, which finally broke the code. And now, it's finally time to commence the grand finals of M4 World Championship. Now this is a wonder to behold.
Ini yang ditunggu-tunggu guys, suaranya guys.
Now then proud from the Philippines, make your way for here to defend their title from the Philippines, Blackness International.
Dynasty, legacy, destiny. They dare to be the greatest, a showcase of Filipino excellence. Welcome to Mabuhay. At your service, my name is Leo, here with Mirko and Lafel, and we'll be bringing you the grand finals of the M4 World Championships. Gentlemen, it's an honor to share the desk with you tonight.
Man, feeling good as usual. I am honored to be here with you as well. Leo, Lafel, this is the grand finals. You know, coming up to this, leading up to this, there was a lot of doubt as to who would be here, but the Philippines are still here as the top region. Echo versus Blacklist.
Whatever happens today, I'm happy to be a part of history because either the defending champions will get back-to-back champions or the first ever defending champions will go down and have to let the new blood come in as the new champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight would not be possible without our sponsors. M4 is powered by Moonton, presented by TikTok, the official content partner, supported by Secret Lab, the official gaming chair, and Esports Charts, our analytical partner. Gank, our official merchandise partner, MeWatch, our media partner, and last but not least, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia. The M4 pass available now. Complete all active tasks, and you will reach level 75 with ease and for free. Log in now and get exclusive rewards such as the Beatrix Night Chaser and Stellar Brilliant skins, and of course the M4 Beatrix skin. They're all waiting for you in the pass. Use the hashtags Mobile Legends Bang Bang, hashtag MLBBM4, and hashtag Dare to Be Great. And that's exactly what these two teams here came to do. They flew out from Manila. They flew out hot after their grand finals performance in MPL Philippines Season 10. And here we're seeing the rivalry of a century.
They didn't just dare to be great. They are great. They've proven in this tournament how much progress they've made throughout this tournament so far. We can see that again, Blacklist International and Echo, they have very distinctive styles that make the team work. So far, Echo Philippines have not been able to break the code. But here in the grand finals, it's a different stage. It's the world stage, and it's the highest level of MLBB in the world.
Best of 7 is set to test the best of the best. Because within the best of 3 is very tiring. Best of 5, even more tiring. Best of 7, it doesn't just test your physical strength. It tests your mental strength. And it tests your strength as a team, the strength of the coaching staff. This is where your limits are tested.
And all in effort to take home the grandest prize of them all, the M4 World Championship Trophy. It's got a revamp since we last saw it, since Blacklist International took home the M3 title. And here, from Echo, the house of highlights, the Orcas, they're going ahead and sending new blood into this competition, this rivalry. It's Sanji, a rookie from Season 10, making his way into the runner-up, into the grand finals of Season 10, and now on the world stage. Can you imagine what it must be like?
It's crazy, right? Both of these players, they have a very interesting style. Because usually as a mage, you want to be in the back line, you want to provide damage, but you want to stay safe. These two, they don't know what safe is. Safe is everywhere, right? For them, it's in the front lines. Even in the middle of the team fight, they can create these spaces for them to deal them as much damage as possible, but also take none damage back, none of damage back.
Here's the thing, I would say they dare to be great because they have the skills to outplay. And that's the thing. It's not that no one chases after them. It's not necessarily their positioning is the safest in the world.
Everyone's after them.
They put themselves in danger, and they have faced danger. And within the face of danger, they use their spells. They use like the winter truncheons. They use the immortality to make sure that not only do they stay alive, they get the kills, they get the objectives.
The highest level of MLBB, there's a very small margin in terms of skill for both of the teams. And these two teams risk everything to get that small advantage to be able to get the dub. And here we're gonna see exactly what are the keys to victory, starting with Blacklist International.
Blacklist International, they gotta continue to evolve the Ube, but I don't think that is like enough. They gotta make sure that they gotta help OHEB to select through the Benny Cutie Hurricane. And I feel like that is definitely one of their key to victories, where OHEB is going to be quite tested, because the Ube strat we've seen during the best of 5 can actually be crumbled. And in that kind of situation, OHEB, he's going to be like the main target.
I like the dichotomy between their gold laners, OHEB and Benny Cutie. They're both amazing and the greatest at what they do, but they're also very different kinds of gold laners. Benny Cutie was born and bred to be a split pusher. And when it comes to team fights, he is so good at finding the right target. When it comes to OHEB, it seems like the Filipino sniper was just created and cultivated to be able to carry, but he needs the right setup. Echo, talk us through, LaFell, what exactly the Orcas need to do to take home their first World Championship.
I would say use your own strength at Yaoi, as well as the San duo, because Yaoi, when he is able to use a cash type hero, he's the one that dictates how the fight goes. Because going up against Blacklist International, you want to initiate the fight. You don't want Blacklist International to put you in a dangerous spot. And with that being said, the San duo, Sanford, as well as Sanji, honestly, just give them the heroes that they can thrive. Give them heroes that can outplay their laners, and they can win the game for you.
Give them a winning lane, a good matchup, right? So that they can scale and actually create a snowball for themselves. Now, again, we need to talk about this duo, and not just the duo, just the entire Echo here. They're dynamic. I touched on this a little bit earlier, but they can actually carry from every single role. I'm talking literally every. Not just the gold lane, not even just the XP lane, but even in the roam position. Yaoi, he styles. You saw in the keys to victory that he needs to change. He needs to evolve from a playmaker to a kingmaker.
And they're about to do that here tonight in the faces of the kings and queens of the world from M3. Ladies and gentlemen, the stakes have never been higher. These two teams have practiced their minds off, as a good friend of ours would say, and the fruits of their labor are about to come through here tonight. I can only imagine what's going on through their minds because they're all going through their own struggles, right? Benny Cutie here has just been through the ups and downs in his years in the MPL. V and Ys have tried to shut down the haters, prove them wrong in their multiple grand finals appearances. And that all comes through here tonight. It all comes to a head. And we're about to do just that as game one begins. The drafting phase is upon us. Decisions are going to be made here, and we're only hoping for the best. We only want to see Echo and Blacklist pick up their most favorite heroes, their most powerful picks here. Lafel, what are we looking out for?
Okay, first things first, I'm looking out for the Fredrin. And the Fredrin has been banned because for both teams, Wise as well as Carl TZ are really good on this Fredrin pick. Now, look at Blacklist International. Let's pay attention to the bans because they ban out the Cho as well as the Kaja. Both are pick style heroes. Looking at Echo, they're making sure that Benny Cutie will have a better time in his goal lane. So with the 1-1 gone, with the carry gone, I would say Beatrix increases in value.
I think the Eve increases in value as well. With the Kaja banned away, a lot of bans here. You would really think that the Eve would become the #1 in prio, but Blacklist, they opt to go for the Barats, leaving the Eve open, and the Lapu Lapu that we mentioned earlier. You give Sanford this pick, and he carries.
So here's the gamble that Coach Tick and Trev have picked up on. You leave open the Eve, we're gonna pick it up, put a hero that Sanford loves, and what's the answer? What's the swing back? Do they go Benedetta? Do they go yugioh? Do they go Farsa? Because that seems to be the answer. And interesting, they're going for the Oheb Harith priority. We've seen this from Echo before.
I like when you said priority because that's how you see where their mindset is at. Because we gotta talk about the Barat's first pick because that has to be your priority, and your priority pick dictates how you're gonna move around the map. So in this game, they're putting a lot of weight onto Wise's shoulder to actually move the entire team forward. Now that they've seen the Lapu Lapu as well as the E, they understand that they want to set up a box. So we gotta move around the box a lot. Hachi, signature pick on the Farsa, and the heart of it is kind of like setting up. It's like, I don't care what kind of marksman you're gonna pick. I'm gonna be able to survive my lane and actually impact the game, and I would say the mid stages of the game.
Now, though, you can really see the respect being given over, right? Blacklist International, this is the draft that they went for. A lot of magic damage. Without the S picked up in the early phase here for Blacklist International, Echo will take that away. Secondly, though, you can expect Edward to actually get counter or just targeted here. Maybe the Benedetta ban comes through because Blacklist still need a physical damage threat, but they still are going to try to nail down Venus's hero here. The Estes, now the Dig.
Okay, so looking at Echo, they really want to make sure that when they dive, it is successful. Before that, we got a quote from Oh My Venus saying, we're kind of expecting that teams will ban the Estes, and we're actually prepared for it. I'm looking forward to see Estes in the banning section. And now, it has been banned. And what better place to show your maximum potential is the grand finals of the world stage.
With the Lolita being picked up here by Echo, they're leaving Benny Cutie in both a dangerous and also protected spot. Because again, they want to make sure that he isn't fully countered, but also you gotta wonder what else is out left there because the Beatrix is out, the Brody is out, they themselves panned out the carry and the 1-1. Are you seeing a carry here? Or rather, a Matilda?
Yeah, I'm thinking
Matilda
and Blacklist International lock it up. The Benedetta 2 earlier on. They need a physical damage threat. And guess what? The Barats actually work super well with the Matilda, and that's the reason Echo banned out all these marksmen. They wanted to go for the Lunox. They wanted to go for some burst damage and some more magic damage, knowing that Sanford on the Lapu likes to go for just a lot of damage. Remember, yesterday we saw the Hunter Strike, the Bloodlust Axe. This is a very physical Lapu.
I would say with the draft coming in from Blacklist International, this is a very good draft to start game #1 because it is a very simple draft. This is what this is what is going to give you confidence moving to game 2 onward. So honestly, I'm liking the draft coming in from Blacklist because you can make very little mistakes with this kind of draft, with this kind of gameplay.
Yep, signature picks for all of our defending champions. For Echo, I'd like to say the only thing that's missing for me is the split push potential from Benny Cutie. It's not as potent when you're on a hero like Lunox, but what it does have is amazing team fight engagement. A lot of damage when you hit the power spike. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Indoor Sinayan and all across the world, I hope you're ready. It's time for game 1 in this best of 7 between Blacklist International and Echo.
Looking at both drafts, I would assume that they're not going to fight a lot in the early stages of the game. They're going to fight around Riverside. They're going to fight for the control around the turtle because they want to make sure that they have the levels first. So if you see any kind of rotation, it's all about maximizing the minions to make sure you get as much level 4s on your heroes before going into the turtle phase.
With 2 utility junglers, this is what you can expect, right? A lot of emphasis around the mid control. Why? To control the neutral objectives like you mentioned earlier. Mid control plays such a huge impact in this game, and you can already see it for both of the teams, Venus and Haji, Sanji and Yaoi. They're focusing a lot, putting a lot of resources down into that mid lane to create some more pressure, but still, it's Blacklist International who secure the Lethal Wanderer.
Okay, so now, looking at Blacklist as well as Echo, not a lot of action will come true. I'm thinking they got to find a way for Echo to get Yaoi onto level 4 because that is a very big ultimate to have in the turtle fight. It's coming up in roughly 36 seconds. So Echo as well as Blacklist International, both teams, we saw in the best of 5 before, they like to see what the opponent wants to do first. Blacklist is asking Echo, Echo is asking Blacklist. Now, Yaoi might get engaged for a little bit.
He does have the flicker here, and pops the flicker just to escape. Blacklist International with a resource advantage for the first turtle spawns in 15 seconds.
That's going to be Blacklist here, knowing that they can buy time, but up top, Benny!
Benny, already caught low, flickered out of that. Blacklist International now with 2 advantages in terms of resource, and maybe even Oheb can rotate down below.
Oh, but there's 3 members from Echo here. Sanji still clearing the wave. Carl DZ dash was on now. Sanford setting it up. Turtle doesn't have health.
That's going to be the final blow by Edward. Carl DZ going to be stunned up, but has the heavy spin. It does not matter. It's the first blood picked up by Echo, but the turtle will be slain by Blacklist International. Killed or objective. Benny going to be slain in the gold lane. Blacklist strikes back, making it equal.
2 ults spent by Blacklist up top. Echo takes 2 down in the bottom, but they do get Turtle. I'm talking about Blacklist. Was that worth it, LaFell?
I would say it's not that worth it because, in my personal opinion, getting kills is very good because you can establish map pressure. Because what's the objective of getting the turtle? Sure, you want the goal. Sure, you want the XP, but you want more control. Now, Edward going up against Sanford took quite a bit of damage, and Sanford's going to get chased.
Circling Eagle onto Sanford here. Haji does not have the airstrike down. So basic attacks come in. Sanji not going to be here to help him in time. Sanford falls in the XP lane.
Festival of Blood. Lifesteal is just not enough at this level. 3 minutes in, and I'm not sure if there's enough. Yeah, no, none at all into the emblems.
Benny though, look at that. That's going to be the damage coming in. They do not blast charged in, but knowing that Oheb has the Purify, they decide not to commit just yet.
Yeah, looking at all of the emblems as well as the way that they're setting up, Sanford, his personal goal in this game is to get at least 3 kills. Once he has the 3 kills, he will maximize his emblem. My mean is getting poked out just a little bit. Now, looking at the map, if Echo could give those 3 kills over to Sanford, we can see Echo being a little bit more explosive.
You can expect that Sanford's going to look for it. He's going to pressure Edward hard here. Sent him home just now because they want to time the way that this turtle goes. Again, we're 20 seconds away. Benny Cutie pressuring Oheb as well. Oh my Venus and Yaoi playing footsies, making sure that their gold laner gets the advantage.
The zoning coming in again, right? This is what we kind of expect in the gold lane matchup. Harith, once you get to level 4, isn't really going to be able to threaten the Lunox. And even in the XP lane, we saw that Edward was winning early on, but now that Sanford has gotten that level 4, has gotten a few items down, it's a bit tough for Benedetta.
Oh, turtle already spawned. Carl DZ spots out Haji. Sanford, yeah, there's the RWM.
Not going to be able to find anything else though. The stun does connect with the feather airstrike connecting on to Sanford. The Perpetuify locks him down. Edward finds the pick up. Blacklist International now with a man advantage.
rotating around the turtle, circling Eagle onto Yao. He's gonna be able to find his stun. Kalti's jumping in, moving on Black Dark with Vector as well. Oheb with no Purify here, doesn't use it just yet. Why still winning the Retribution battles in top? System on force. Now Yaoi gonna be able to dodge away for now. That's a lot of burst damages. Yaoi will be slain by Edward. Echo losing out in this trade.
Blacklist has amazing battlefield awareness. They knew exactly where every member of Echo was. They almost threatened Orange Steel from Caldisi, but they're not done.
A stun and a knockup. It's still Matilda Airlines here for Blacklist International.
Blacklist is showing what they want to do with this draft. You want to establish control. You want to make sure that the Riverside, you're winning. And the specialty of having a Matilda is when someone overextends, they're not really overextended. In the previous fight, in the Turtle, they were very focused. What do we want to do? Turtle first, but now they want to kill.
And they get it, right? It's onto Venus, the roamer.
Anything that Echo can get here in the first 5 minutes, they will. In the first 2, they were willing to trade and get some advantages, but now wait, a stun onto Oheb, forced out the 7 force.
Pops the Purify as well. The real world inflation almost catches Oheb, but he is able to get out of that one. Haji rotating towards the gold lane with a feather airstrike to clear it out, protecting his tier 1 up top.
This is difficult because we said for Echo, for them to win, they have to win the lanes. Here in the early game, not exactly the story. Blacklist now ahead, maybe 1.5K. Well, what's going on?
I would say it's not enough because Blacklist, they understand this as well. So as long as they delay, as long as they wait for Oheb to get 2 items, then it's basically they're already doing at least half of their win condition. So it's not about Echo not doing it. It's more about Blacklist saying this time and time again. We understand how your draft works, so we're just gonna play around it. So even though, okay, so here's the thing. Echo, they needed to win by 2K, by 2,000 gold. That's Lapel's threshold. So if Blacklist having 1.5K lead ahead, they're really at the driver's seat.
Well, right now it does seem that way, but Echo are going to be able to force it out. Oheb going to be caught low, but Venus comes in to save Oheb again. Haji with the rotation, circling Eagle to lock Yaoi down. Good selection right now. So when the airstrike will come through, Yaoi going to be able to get the sun down onto Venus before he gets taken low. Now, guess who's here? It's Sanji with real world inflation. Jumping in, but there you go. It's going to be the guy that he's slain though by Benny, who uses the chaos to take him down. Sandy's still poking Venus down. Echo are looking to get the siege down onto the tier 1. Meanwhile, on the turtle side, Carl TZ is going to be taken low with Sanford. It's 2v2. That's the Bravest Fighter popped into the back line right now. It's Carl TZ going to be able to find it, and Wise is going to fall. Edward finding the stun onto 2 with an eye for an eye to dodge away from the CC. But still, Echo, they win out on that trade.
Not just that trade, but on 2 fronts. They pushed up top, got a kill down bottom, and took the last turtle of the game.
We got a lot here because again, 500 gold, that's great, but Sanford having 1 kill. He has 1 stack on his emblem, and now looking at this, probably he's in too deep.
He's looking for a steal here. He does get the orange buff, not punished enough by Black International. Oheb and Haji falling in the gold lane once again. We spoke about this. Winning lanes is how Echo can get it done, and Benny, 3 kills on him right now.
Finest example of caster curse. You start talking about it, you start questioning it, and it comes up almost immediately. Yaoi with the Domino Blast.
Decimus welcome to cancel it out. That's the anti-CC coming in. As Sanji does the damage onto the tier 1. Maybe Spider with Sanford just to get out. Get that anti-CC down, unstoppable. Meanwhile, Black International trying to make their way up to the gold lane. Gonna be poked down by Benny as Carl TZ sieging down that tier 2 in the gold lane. Carl TZ gonna be careful here. Takes the turret down. Gets out with relative ease.
What a swing for the House of Highlights. Unbelievable. I can't believe that maybe 4 or 5 minutes ago we were talking about Blacklist was ahead, possibly way past the lapel threshold, but now it's Echo who's pushing it 2.5K ahead.
Well, they have gone way above the threshold, and the way that they did it is because they understand, okay, we're just going to stay in lane. There's no use trying to out-rotate Blacklist at this point, so we're just going to say because Oheb is going to be the one that's going to deal a lot of the DPS damage later on, so shut him down first. Right now, there might be a skirmish in mid.
But the airstrike was used up just to clear up the waves. Echo, with his composition so far, can constantly be threatening these sieges, and also, they can also be looking for a lot of plays on the map. A lot of kill pressure here in their lanes.
Yep, and that's why they're ranked first in average kills so far. 16 plus, because the way that they attack the game, the way that they approach it with their strategy, is they want to convert from kills. They don't want to take objectives only. They want to win first and then go from there, which is, I think, what they're doing here. They're baiting the Lord. This is a Lord dance if I've ever seen one.
Oh, Sanji's taking low. Edward jumps in, but Sanji flickers out for the final blow. Defensive find still available by Edward right now. He uses eye for an eye, but Sanford notices that. Jumps in with the bravest fighter. A lot of resources spent already. Is Wise looks for a better position. Haji gonna be able to actually dash with him by wings. And that's where the Blast connecting onto Edward. Edward gonna be taken low, taken down by Sanford. And that's gonna be a 50-50 play around the Lord. Wise here versus Cartesi, and Carl takes it down. He's on force by Oheb. Not enough to deal with damage right now. Yaoi's gonna be able to get the stun down onto Haji, who's gonna be able to dash out of that one with wings by wings. Feather airstrike to snipe Sanji down. Benny with the dash takes the kill onto Haji.
Was that Benny QD? No, didn't even need the flicker.
Dude, that was Benny QT. And again, looking at the items here, because we gotta see whether they are strong now or not. Looking at Benny QT, having 3 core items, Cloud Destiny Light Treasure as well as Divine Glaive. Right now, oh my goodness, getting hit by Yaoi.
Luminal Blast again, locking the Queen down. Venus gonna be chased down under the tier 2. Wise here providing the support. Carl Dizzy looking for an angle, but will back off for now. Tier 1 falling in the mid lane. Echo pushing the pace and the tempo.
Thou shalt not take my queen, says Wise. Echo pressuring mid lane tier 2, even tier 2 down bottom. That's Sanford going solo, Lord up top. Echo is 5k ahead here, 11 minutes in.
It's still not over because Blacklist International, they can still come back because they have a very big front line, as well as a lot of damage coming in from Haji and Oheb. Oheb just finished the Holy Crystal. Looking at the damage from Haji. Haji can't connect it just yet. Carl Teasy is spotting people out. The Lord is here. Will Echo engage?
They will. Luminal Blast charged up already. Just a zone that the members away. Oheb jumps in with some on-force. Wise in the front lines, providing the support. Real world manipulation baited in. Sanji not dealing enough damage for now. Blacklist just backing off. Echo doing the same thing. Noticing they have the lead. It's disciplined plays from Echo.
Relatively safe defense and siege from Echo. They did their best to get the most out of that Elemental Lord, but we have a Luminous one possibly coming up in a minute and a half, forcing out a feathered airstrike. Echo is relentless. They're not leaving.
Yeah, but look at the way Blacklist, they're defending themselves because they're not necessarily sacrificing their own HP just to defend their base. Like, they're defending everything without taking too much. So now Blacklist, they're preparing themselves. In case Echo wants to engage, they can fight back. The problem is, Echo, they're not engaging. They know that they have a lead and they're not going to lose the lead. Looking at the items as well, oh, before that, looks like everyone is just clearing everything out. Looking at Haji, he already has 2 main items. He's waiting for his own Holy Crystal. Once he has the Holy Crystal, the kill pressure is going to be a lot onto Echo. So right now, Blacklist, it looks like that's what they're waiting on. They're waiting for their carries to actually complete the items first.
It looks like Echo has cornered Blacklist into their base, and this is the trademark Blacklist defense. A lot of teams worldwide have been on the receiving end of this defensive rubber band, and it's not impossible that Blacklist still comes back. But with Echo at 6k, playing this defensively, playing this disciplined, waiting for this Lord coming up in 5 seconds, it looks like Echo also knows how to combat that.
It's going to be really tough now with a 7,000 gold lead technically built up by Echo. But with Blacklist minimalizing their losses, it seems like despite that 7,000 gold deficit, they're still able to contest, they're still able to open up the map without grouping up as 5.
Looking at the map as well, Blacklist, they're not really moving away from each other. They should understand that this Lord is going over to Echo for free. Having that Lunox makes it very difficult for you to contest.
And that's the power spike we're looking at. Echo, this is the inevitable. They have set themselves up for success here. And for Blacklist, the answer is to send Agent Zero, send Edward into the long lane and try to push that, because not a single tier 1 has fallen for Echo.
They didn't even have to use the Retribution, by the way. So Carl Dizzy was able to steal the purple buff away. So right now, again, Echo are just building up the way, slowly but surely, to finally take some base turrets down.
This is what kind of feels bad as a Baras. You kind of don't care too much about your buffs getting taken away. What you do care about is it's hard for you to maintain those stacks, because Baras is at his strongest at like, what, 15 stacks? Because looking at Wise now, that is a pretty small Wise.
That's a small dinosaur there, and you're right. while Echo's taking away even the small camp, the small creeps in Blacklist jungle, and then freezing the waves, waiting for it to sink with his Lord, then this is the best that Blacklist can do. Oh, there's a couple of ults spent in. Oh, and very low.
And we're going to be caught in the Luminon Blast as Benny jumps in with the damage. And that's the combo, the notorious one. As Echo now looking for the siege into the base turret in the mid lane. Lord still marching in the top lane. Concealed play, going to be popped in. Echo looking for more. That's about the air strike popped in, but look at Sanford, he flickers under. Haji, but he's going to be able to get out for a bit. Haji going to fall. The circling eagle does not save the queen. Oheb, the last man standing, but Echo will secure game number 1.
Echo.
Ang limang Echo fans make noise all around as their team takes game 1. It's a long journey, folks. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So game 1 is great for momentum, but they still gotta watch their backs. Blacklist will pick up so quick from this victory.
Looking at this game, the reason why Echo could beat out Blacklist International is not that Blacklist necessarily made a mistake, is that Echo did not make a mistake. Because with the draft, having the Matilda, they're trying to bait out Echo to over-engage, overextend, use all of their skills early to get any kind of objectives and then fight back. But Echo, they did not do that. They won the lane. They made sure that Oheb was heavily pressured, and then after that, it's like, okay, just don't overcommit. Just take things slow and then end the game, get profit.
Orcas are killer whales, right? Correct. And that's exactly why they know how to use the kill pressure so well. In the gold lane, they knew Lunox versus Heron is a winning lane for the Lunox. Mini QT on a winning matchup. That's already a recipe for disaster if you're a Blacklist fan. Now, they utilize that so much by ganking towards the Lunox. Early on, they weren't going to be able to find those kills, right? But as the Lunox progresses, with the levels starting to gain up, and with those items starting to stack up, that's when the Lunox gets the power spike in the mid-game, and they utilize that perfectly.
Not just the laning phase, actually even in team fights, Oheb's Harith was in such trouble. Again, we saw there the winning moment from the eyes of Sanford. His Lapu-Lapu here, despite having a difficult 5 to 6 minutes, picked up. Again, I think he was just waiting for Lafel's timing and saying, you know what, I need a couple of kills, I need the blood, the Festival of Blood have triggers, and the Bloodlust Axe. And then even Oheb is in trouble. So with that being said, I think we're going to need the help of our analysts to break this down. There's a lot that happened here, starting with the draft. Echo and even Blacklist struggled to find the rubber band. That's what's scary about this squad. The